This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm just marking this two-tier, three-tier R3 architecture. You were able to understand SAP logon, roles and responsibilities in development environment, development quality system, production system, right? Everything we have. I think two-tier architecture. Let me check if I have explained to you or not. What is two-tier architecture? Just
Yes,
give
sir,
me a
you have explained this one also.
two-tier also have explained, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. So I'm just marking it as a complete. Architecture of SAP work process we have seen, type of work processes, dispatcher, LUW. This is little advanced concept. So this I'm going to cover at last once we will be having the understanding of ABAP. Otherwise, I have covered all these three: architecture of SAP work processes, type of work processes, dispatcher. Okay, and in the data dictionary, table, data type, data element definition, domain definition, data element versus domain, how to create a table. Okay, so all these important concept I have already covered. So let me mark this also as a complete. And here the type group is still it is left. Okay, just a second, just a second. Again.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's come over here in the syllabus, and we were discussing about this, right? So the type group, this type group and all, it's still pending. So like we have started the report, and in this report section itself we are going to see. So just I'm marking it in a bold color. Search help we have seen, right? So search help I'm going to mark in a green color. Lock object, right? So the lock object, different types of lock we have seen, but the practical example with the help of, practical example with the uh, help of a program, like how we can use the lock concept in the program. This we will have to see. Okay, so the different types of lock and definition we have already seen. Practical example we'll have to see. This I will cover in the report itself at the last. Okay, in report program, these are the very fundamental and very very important concept to understand. Okay, so the types definition and data declaration, right? Different way of defining types, this I will cover today. Different way of and the data types, one topic was here, maybe I think here it is not. I will just, we will just completed started the different type of data types, right? The ABAP types, right? Elementary data types. Okay, so we have covered yesterday, And today we will see the user defined data type. So this type definition and data declaration is nothing but this type definition means when you are going to define your own type, this is known as user defined type. So that I'm going to cover in today's session. Okay, so let's go to the PPT. And yesterday we have discussed in detail what are the different types of types. And so the type yesterday we have discussed, those are the above types. That means elementary types. That means already given by the SAP. Okay, we don't have to do anything over there. For example, I, F, P, X, right? So let me quickly uh, give you a revision. So this is the ABAP data types, right? So ABAP data types can be divided into two parts: elementary data types or predefined data types or inbuilt data types. Okay, and another is user defined data types. Again, under the elementary data types, we are having two different types of data types: numeric data types and non-numeric data types. So these are the two. So under the numeric data type, you are having FIPX. F means float, I means integer, P means packed, X means hexadecimal. And under the non-numeric data type, CNDT and S. Okay, so CNDT you just have to remember, and a string is also there under the non-numeric data type. Okay, so here, like non-numeric data type means which is not numeric. Numeric means which is not kind of number, means number 1 2 3 we are having, these are the natural numbers, right? When we are going to add 0 in them, it's going to become the whole number. So like this number data, this numeric data type what we are having over here, this is going to represent mainly the number. Okay, and whatever you are having over here in the non-numeric data type, this is generally going to represent the word or literals. Literals is nothing but the sequence of characters. Like when I tell the string literals, you have to understand like any sequence of characters within the single quote. Okay, any sequence of character within the single quote, that is going to become your literal. So for example, Ram, uh, Ram is God, and if it is there inside the single quote, this is going to become your literal. Okay, so that's the meaning of a literal. If anything comes into the single quotes or double quotes, the character, that sets of character becomes a literal.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
hello. Yeah, please tell me. Yes.
Pankaj, we cannot hear your voice.
Uh, okay. Uh, who is this? Srinivas? Other person is able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are
Okay,
able to hear you.
okay, okay, fine, thank you. So, Srinivas, can you check from your side, because this may be the issue from your side, because other person is able to listen me properly. So what you can do, you can just, I think he has gone. Yeah, you can. So whoever is facing such kind of issue, just can log out and again try to connect once again. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead. So these are the different types of we are having. So here we are having again the numeric data type. We have tried to understand in detail what is the different numeric data type, what is their meaning, what is their length, what is how it is like left justified, right justified, right? So everything we understood in detail. Here the important part is that this F and X we are going to use very rarely, not very frequently, very rarely. Means in some typical kind of, means in some exceptional kind of scenario we are going to use this particular, these two things. But this I and P you are going to use very frequently. Okay, very frequently, and uh, very frequently used data type. So I'm just marking in a green over here. And similarly, if you see here the non-numeric data type, here the date and time in C. So this character numeric data is represented in the character format. So everything here you are going to use very frequently. Here everything, this red I don't know why I have kept it, but here everything you are going to use C and DT. Wherever you have to use some data type, you are going to use this D. Wherever you have to use this T data type, you are going to use this T. Okay, the string is also you are going to use frequently. Okay, so like that here you are going to use everything very frequently. Out of this, if you ask me which is the most popular data type I'm going to get used very frequently, this is nothing but C data type, character data type. You will see we are going to use a lot. A lot means a lot. Okay, so most of the time ABAPer is going to use the C, and here you are having I and P. Okay, so overall C, I and P we are going to use a lot in our program as an elementary data type. Based upon the elementary data type, we are going to define our user defined data type. So user defined data type generally in the above program we define with the help of types statement. With the help of types statements. So when we are going to use the user defined data type in the above program, okay, generally we are going to use this types statement to define the local user defined data type. However, structure is also a user defined data type, right? Data element is also a user defined data type, right? Type table type, that also whatever you are going to just let me note it down over here. So whatever at data dictionary level you have learned, right, we have defined them, right? So what we have defined over there, so we have defined over there the data element. This is also data type, right? Data element we have defined. Then we have defined the structure, right? Then we have defined the structure, and then again we have defined the table type over there. Table type over there I have defined, right? So this is also a part of user defined data type. This data element, this structure, right? This table type, in fact these are the part of, you can tell like these are the part of user defined data types. Now this work area and internal table, these are the actual data object which you are going to use in your program. Okay, so now what is the meaning of this data type? See, whenever uh, you are going to create some building, right? So first you will be having some template for that building. First you should have some design for the building, right? So maybe your building design, something like your building design, let's suppose this is, let's have some good building design, maybe like this, just for showing you. For example, suppose this is your building. Okay, let me mark it little better. Okay, so that this is our building, right? And here in this building, this is the design we have just created, and in this building we are having some some 4 rooms or something like that we are having, right? So first we have to create the design. So similarly, first we'll have to create the type is nothing but design. So this is structure, this table type, this data element, this you can compare with the design. And once your design is ready, what you can do, you can put up the building over there. You can you can start creating the building over there. So design, you can, where you can put, where you can create your design, you can create your design in some book, right, or on some paper you can create on the design. So actual building you are going to create on the land, right, on the earth, on the land you are going to create. So earth you can compare with your hard disk, okay, or earth you can compare, or land you can compare with your memory, right? So land is going to be occupied by the actual building, okay. So similarly this work area and internal table, these are the actual data object, these are going to occupy the memory. But right, design which is there on the book, right, they are not going to occupy the land, right? So the design is not going to take the memory, right? Though some, of course, when we are going to give some definition, some part of memory will be required, but that's very negligible just for the definition purpose. But the actual memory allocation in the large amount happens in case of actual data object. So we are having the actual data object work area, and actual data object we are having the internal table, okay. So here just let me show you, this is the data element, structure and table type. We are having three different, and we will see how we can, first a data element and the structure at the uh, global level you have already seen. So data element can be defined in a two ways, right? A structure also can be defined in a two ways. Table types also can be defined in a two ways. One way at data dictionary level, right? So let me note it down over here. All this user defined data types can be declared, okay, or declared or defined in two ways, okay. One is global declaration. So what is the meaning of global declaration? So whenever you are going to create this data element, structure or table type in SE11, that is known as the global declaration, okay. So global declaration using SE11. So if you create any data element in SE11, you can use that one in any of the program, okay, because these are globally accessible. SE11 object, whatever SE11 object you are having, table, a structure, whatever, lock object, right, search help, that is globally accessible by any of the program, can be accessed. So one is global declaration by the SE11, right, and the second is the local declaration. So local declaration means in whatever program, right, whatever program you are writing, suppose you require, in that program only you require some data type. You don't want to have such data type which is going to be like, which is going to be used everywhere in another program also, right? That data type, if you want to use in that program itself, so local declaration, like locally you can declare and you can use, okay. So another is local declaration. But can we define this data element locally, right? Data element locally we cannot define. This data element locally we cannot define, but the structure and table type you can define, okay. So here just let me all the, or maybe I can write like this, data element, structure and table type you can define globally, right? Local declaration only possible for the structure and table type. So this you can do for a structure and table type, local declaration can be done. So this is one part. Another, let's go ahead and we will see, okay, how we can declare the structure and table locally. Fine. So let me open a new slides and we will go to the system. So there are different way of defining, uh, uh, the internal table work area, right? There are different way. We will see what are those way, but before defining those, first we will see how we can define the the structure and table type in a different way. Okay, so what we can do now, let me log into the system. What is wrong? Okay, so let's go to SE38 over here, and I'm going to create the second report now. Already the first report, basic report, we have uh, we have seen how we can sum the two number, right, and how we can display that number in the output. Okay, here I'm going to show you different way of defining the variable. So variable is nothing but work area and internal table. Defining the variable. Executable program, click on this local object, and here, so first we are going to define our user defined data type, right? So user defined data type. So under user defined data type, I have told you here locally, you can, locally means in the program itself. Okay, locally means program itself, globally means in SE11 data dictionary, right? So first I will show you how you can define the structure. Okay, so for defining the structure, you will have to use the keyword called types. Using the types keyword, you can define the structure. Okay, after that you will have to write begin of a name of the structure. You can choose the proper naming convention. You can choose, generally we use TS, okay, or TY also somewhere used. So it all depends, because it's a structure, so some people use TS also. Because it's a types, so some people use TY also. So it all depends what you want to use and your project, how it's going to be used. Okay, so TY may be dummy type, I'm just going to define. Okay, and here you know that in a structure you are having multiple component, right? So you will have to define the multiple component is nothing but your field. So here what you can do, you can give your field name 1, and then you can give again this type. Okay, type is a keyword, and after this, here what you can give, that here you can give the data element, right? Here you can give the data element, or what you can do, that uh, elementary abap type also you can use. Okay, in build type, I have shown you in build type, right? In build type or elementary abap type, that also can be used. Or what you can do, that you can use some global structure, right? Global structure or table, right? Or table you can use, and then you can give the reference of that field. Okay, so maybe the field 1 I can take over here, and I will show you what actually I'm trying to do. So similarly, the field 2 also you can do, right? So this is the field 2, and here maybe you can write the field 2, and similarly field 3 also. So like this you can define the different field. Okay, and here you have to give the end of ty underscore dummy. Very easy actually, it's and here you can give the comma. Okay, so at last you have to give the comma. Okay, here also you have to give ma, and at very last you have to give the full stop. Let's see some example over here. Okay, so whenever I'm telling like this, you have to define. So for example, suppose I'm going to define, we already have some table which we have created, right? But this is different system, we will not be able to identify this table, or maybe a structure. I can show you the actual structure over here. So one structure I have created for another student, ZS Ali1. Click on this display button. Okay, oh, it's a table type actually, no worries. I have to search some structure. So how we will search? Press on this F4 and search for a structure, and give some Z star or something like this, because custom structure I'm searching for. And here some structure is there, right? Already some people has created some structure, so maybe some of the structure I can use. Okay, so this structure, one structure is there. Click on this display button, and here you can see the item number, material, quantity, unit of measure is there, right? Or maybe yeah, you can take this example, it's easy one. Item number, material, quantity, all this. So here what I'm telling, that when you will have to define the structure, right? So the first field name, this field you can keep as per your convenient, whatever you want to keep, that you can keep over here. So I want to define the similar structure. This is the global structure, and the same structure I want to define locally over here. So just I want to show you how you can define the same structure locally. But the difference between both will be what? This structure you can use anywhere, right? In this program itself, in this program also, we can use this structure. No need of creating one extra structure locally over here. But just to show you how you can create the same structure locally, I'm just giving this example. Okay. So here it's an item number, right? So just I'm giving the item number, item underscore no, and what you will have to use, you have to use type, or you can also use like over here. Okay, either you can use type or you can use like, but there is some limitation when you are going to use the like. I will tell you. So first let us learn with the help of type how we can declare. And generally most of the time, 99.9% time, we are going to use this type only. Okay, because by using the type, it's going to become fast, because it takes, it directly allocates the memory. I will tell you the difference between type and like, but let's first complete this one. Okay, item underscore no type, and here you can see the data element you can give, right? So similarly here, right, this is nothing but your data element. This component type is nothing but your data element. If you double click over here, you will see this is the data element, right? So just go back, and I will copy this one, and I will paste it over here, comma. So that's it. That's it. Means one field I have done. You can declare the same thing with the reference of inbuilt data type also. So what is the inbuilt data type over here? So inbuilt data type is here is numC5. numC5, how we can represent the numC5, right? I will show you. So numC5 is nothing but, this is numeric data type, right? numC5, okay, numC5, if you see over here, go to the data dictionary, here it's numC5. So at data dictionary level, this data type name is different. Okay, you can see numC, it is not n, right? it is not char, it is not sorry, it is not C, right? So this name is like numC. I will let you know why this difference is there, but as of now just understand this numC also, you know, this at data dictionary level it has been defined like this, but this is nothing but you know numeric data type only. So directly here you can use the inbuilt data type, that is n. So you can use over here, you can use n, or you can use c, or you can use p, or you can use f, or you can use I, right? Or you can use x. So all the inbuilt data type which I have shown you, that you can directly use over here, right? All this FIPX or CNDTS directly you can use over there. So I will just see over here that it's a numC5, right? If you just double click over here, you can see the numC5. There also you can see, right? Here also if you double click numC5. So from anywhere you can see, so directly just I'm taking the reference from here, it's a numC5. And here what you can do, that instead of EBELP you can just write n. numC is nothing but n. Here you will have to use n, and this is the 5. Okay, so what you will have to do, that you have to give over here the length 5. Okay, so this is also one way of declaring. Okay, so one way is this one. Okay, another way, the first way also I will just write it, item underscore no type. You can give the data element, right? So directly you can copy this data element EBELP and paste it over here. Okay, this is another way. So and this the third way, right? By this way also you can do. So what you can do, that you can also do like item underscore no type, the third way. And you can take the you can copy this structure and you can paste it over here, and you can give the hyphen and the field name you can give over here. So this is the third way how you can. That means I'm telling to the system, please make this item number field same as the field of this particular structure. Okay, so this also you can do. So if you don't know what is the, you know, what is the name of the data element, what is the data type, nothing to worry, directly you can use this one also. Okay, directly you can use this one also. Fine. So but there are, of course, like if you are going to take the reference of data element, if you are going to take the reference of data element, automatically it will take the search help property. If suppose some search help is over assigned in further characteristic, you can see there is no search help, so it will not take as of now. Okay, so if some search help is assigned, for example material number, right? Double click over here and you can see the search help is there. So if we are going to take the reference of data element, search help is going to assigned directly over here. Means I will show you that part as well, what I'm trying to tell, but just to understand how we can declare what is the possible way. So this is the first way, right? And any one of way based upon your requirement you can choose, but it will create your, you know, it's going to create your structure, it's going to create your, there is no doubt. Okay, you can use in your program. So all the basic purpose is going to be solved if we are going to use like this. There is no fundamentally, there is like a fundamentally there is no uh, difference. You can use this particular structure, you know, if we're going to use any one of this way to define the field. Fine. So similarly the second field also you can define, then third also you can use. So by with reference I'm just going to quickly define, right? So here I'm just going to comment all these things. Maybe I can comment everything over here, and what I will do, that I will copy here and I will paste it over here also. Okay, and everything I will comment over here. Fine. So here I'm just going to do, okay. So I will copy this. So first item number I have defined. Now the second we are having the material, okay, type, and the data element is Mattner, copy, and then quantity, copy this one, paste it, type, and the data element is bstmg, just paste it over here, copy, and uom, copy this and just paste it over here. Okay, so like that you can just copy from there and you can paste it over here. Okay, you can copy and paste it over there. You have also shortcut to copy and paste. You can, what you can do directly, you can put the control Y, you can copy directly over here, control C, okay, and directly what you can do, you can directly paste it like this also. This is also possible, you know, and just you can add type begin of and end of over here. Okay, fine. So here now you can see this, I'm just going to save and check the syntax. You can see there is no problem. That means I have declared this structure. Okay, so this is going to become your structure now. So this is, I have declared one structure. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to define one another structure, begin types. Whenever you have to define the structure, begin of ty demo 2 maybe, okay, and then here I want to define some structure. Suppose I have requirement of 3 fields locally over here. Okay, so maybe I'm looking for some material number, right? Material number. So you know, type, and the data element either I can use, or the reference, the field of the structure also I can use, right? Or the numeric data type also I can use. So you know, so, or maybe instead of material number, I'm just going to use the employee ID, right? Employee emp underscore id type, and here I'm going to use the inbuilt data type. So type C I'm just going to use. And what is the length of this C? So directly I can use this length of the C, maybe 10, employee ID of length 10. Then age, what is the age of the, or maybe first name I can give, type, and C I can give over here, and this first name is having, you know, also of maybe 20 characters. Okay, so like that. Similarly, you know, the last name you can declare maybe of 10 characters. Okay, so type C, and end of ty underscore demo 2. So now I have defined this ty demo 2 structure locally over here. Okay, locally I have defined, and I can use this one locally. You will not be able to use this one outside of your program. Okay, check this, and there is no problem. And similarly, one another type also you can define, right? Maybe I'm just going to define the student ID, right? Or maybe with the reference of Mara table. So I want to define the material emit, or Mattner directly. I can use the name, a standard name. Okay, so Mattner MTART, right? MTART, and then industry sector, that is MBRSH. Okay, so directly I can use the reference from here, and here I can take the Mara hyphen MATNR. Here I can give Mara hyphen MTART, and here also you can give Mara hyphen, right, MBRSH. So directly I have here taken the reference of table, right? So you can take the reference of a structure, table and a structure, right? So all the table definition behaves like a structure, correct? So if you go to Mara table over here, go to Mara. Okay, and click on this display button. So all this definition, you can see this is nothing but a structure itself, right? Initial definition of table is nothing but a structure itself, right? So here I'm just taking the reference of Mara-Mattner, Mara-MBRSH, Mara- you know mtart, some field is mtart over here. So just I wanted to have some, my requirement is something like that. I have to create a structure with only these three fields. So I've taken the reference of this, or directly you could have taken Mattner over here. This Mattner is there, this data element is there, right? You can see under the data element this Mattner. Directly you would have used the Mattner or mtart or MBRSS, not required to give this Mara hyphen. But these are the different way of declaring. So this is the first way, second way, and third way I have shown you over here, how you can define the structure. Now if you have any doubt, you can go ahead and you can ask here if you are facing any issue, right? Are you able to understand how you can define the structure, right? Fine. So if you are able to understand, that's fine. Then how to define, how to declare the table type. Okay, so this is the structure declaration I have shown you, right? This is the structure declaration, structure declaration. Okay, and this how to declare the table type. So table type is nothing but, if you see that at the global level how we can define over there, right? At the global level how we can define the table type, right? So if you go to data dictionary, table type, and ZTT, and go here, and here we can give something like, or maybe we can search, press F4, you can see there will be many table types. Okay, so some table type is here, someone has created, and line type is Mara. That means this Mara is nothing but your structure, right? So all table behaves like a structure also. So whoever has created under the structure, he has used Mara. So line type is nothing but, you have to mention over here the structure. Okay, so come over here and table types. So to declare the table types, what you will have to do, again you will have to give the types over here, and tt underscore, suppose I want to define the table type for this dummy, for the first structure. Okay, so simply what you have to do, tt underscore dummy, I'm just going to give the my name of the table type. Any name you can give over here based upon your requirement or interest. Tt underscore dummy test, I'm just going to give type table of this structure, you will have to give. Okay, control V, full stop. So this is how you can define the table types. tt underscore dummy underscore test type table of ty underscore dummy. This became your table type. That means if we're going to take the reference of this table type for a variable, then that variable will be have like a internal table. I will show you that part. Just now understand how you can use this, how you can define the another table type. Suppose if you want to define the table type for this, so simply nothing to do more, just change the name, whatever name you want to keep, 1 2 3 or what. Okay, uh okay, and type table of this ty underscore demo2. Okay, so now this again became your table type, which is having the line type ty underscore demo t, having three fields. Okay, having three fields. Okay, fine. So similarly for this also you can do simple, very simple. Just you can control D, using control D you can just copy the above statement. Okay, so table type maybe test 3 or whatever the name you want to keep, or better, what is actually suggested better, whatever the structure you are using, based upon that structure itself, if we are going to keep the name, it will be better. Means that is actually a standard practice. So ty underscore dummy is there, so let's keep this tt underscore dummy whose line type is ty underscore dummy. Okay. Similarly, we are having the ty demo 2. So tt dummy 2, I will make it tt demo 2. Okay, so this is generally like in real-time project we do like this, tt demo 2 and tt. Here we are having the same structure, you can see, with the same name. So this is this will give you the error. It will tell why same structure with the same name in the same program you have written. So I'm just going to change this one. I will mark it 3, and here you can give, you know, demo 3 type table of dy demo 3. And now if you check the syntax, you know, there is no problem, it's fine. Just save it, and if you want, you can activate it. So this is how you can define the table types, and this is how you can define the structure. Okay, now how to define the work area, and what is the work area? So work area is nothing but you know, it holds the single record at runtime during the session of the program, right? During the session of the program means when you will run this program. Okay, when you will run this program at that time, suppose if you want to use a single record. Okay, for example, you go to I think I have already opened this table. Mara is a table, right? And this table is having a lot of records. Maybe go to AC16N, and from here press enter and run this. So now you will see that here you are having a lot many records, right? Lot of records are here. Suppose if you want to fetch a single record from this Mara table. Okay, suppose if you want to fetch a single record from this Mara table, for example 65 number records. Okay, so if you are going to put a single record from this Mara table in your program, right, you will require some holder over here where you will put your data. If you are going to get the data from the table, you will require some place or some holder or some container, right, where you can get those data over here. So for example, if you are going to write some select query, right, select a star from Mara. Okay, where right, where matnr equal to 65, right? So this 65 is nothing but, you know, it will be of 18 characters, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 and 64. So because material number is generally of 18 characters, so just I have given these 18 characters, right, so that it will you know, get the data for me properly, right? So select a star from Mara where Meitner equal to this, but you are going to select the data from Mara, but where you will put the data. If you check the syntax, it will tell you that a target area must be specified using an into clause. That means you are just selecting the data. Why you are selecting if you are not going to use the data from the Mara table in this program? Why you are selecting? The system is telling. So if you are selecting some data from the Mara table or whatever table, any database table, right, you must have to put that data into some work area. So I'm just going to give some work area. Why I'm using this work area? Because single record I'm selecting. Okay, so select single. Let me write over here, because single I'm selecting, and single, why I'm selecting? Here you can see in the where condition a single material I have given. This is the key field. Material number is a key field, so it will give me a single record only. And here you will have to give some work area. So whatever the record you are going to get from the Mara table, that you are going to put into this work area. But this work area, if you simply give some work area over here, will it system understand? No, it will not understand because you have not defined anywhere. Check this, it will tell field WA is unknown, system is not able to understand what is this WA. So we will see how we can define this work area. Okay, so simply this work area, right, from Mara, because I'm getting a single record, so maybe this work area name also I can put like this, W underscore Mara. Okay, so to define any work area or internal table or any kind of variable, right, any kind of variable which is going to play the role in the program, right, which is going to contain the value, okay, which is going to have the value, all those such kind of variable you will have to define with the help of data keyword. Okay, so now WA underscore Mara type table of, you know, what you can do over here, that sorry, it's my mistake. So W underscore Mara type, and because you are going to define this work area, so you can give the reference of a structure over here. You can give the reference of a structure. So what a structure, like, because I'm going to get the, you know, value from Mara table, so that a structure should be compatible with the Mara, because I'm going to select all the field from the Mara, right? So if you see all the field I'm selecting, that means all the Mara field I'm selecting. So whatever the work area here you are defining, this must be compatible with the all the field of the Mara. So here, this is actually, you know, the way how you can define this work area. So what you can do, either you can use the global structure over here, you can give the reference of global structure, or you can give the reference of table, right, data dictionary table, DD table, right, or you can give the reference of local structure. So it all depends on your requirement. So because I'm going to select all the field, what I will do, that data WA underscore Mara type, you know, Mara I will give, because Mara is already my table over there, and from that table itself I am going to fetch the data I'm going to put into this W underscore Mara. So I'm taking the reference of complete table, that's why W underscore Mara is here I'm using. Okay, so what it will do, it will take the data and it will put into this W underscore Mara. Okay, check the syntax and just activate it. You must have to activate. Okay, and I will show you how it is going to take the data. Let me put the breakpoint so that it will stop, and just here also you can put the breakpoint. So for putting the breakpoint, you can directly click over here, or you can select this line and you can press the over here, you know, you can press on this particular red button, or here one of these two you can select and you can put the breakpoint. Okay, so anything you can. Okay, there is some difference, I will let you know in the coming classes in debugging chapter. Press F8. Okay, and come over here, and here you can see this W underscore Mara. If you see, let me show you first a structure. Three structure I have defined, TY underscore dummy, right? So it will be having three fields. So come over here, double click over here, you can see here, select valid variable. Here you will not be able to select the type, right? It is telling select valid variable. TY underscore dummy is just design does not have any memory space allocated, right? It's not the actual object, right? Whatever there here with the help of data, it is going to be your actual data object. This is your actual building, right, which is having the design like Mara. If you double click over here, all this design will not, you know, it will tell like this. If you will not be able to access the design, right? So you will be able to access this object. Double click over here, and here, you know, just to double click W underscore Mara, and here you can see it is telling this is the structure. Why this is telling this is the structure? Whenever you see this structure, that means this is work area. Whenever you see the structure, this is the that means it is the work area. It's telling a structure because I'm taking the reference of a structure, right? This Mara table is nothing but I'm taking the reference of definition of Mara table, which behaves like a structure. So W underscore Mara is my structure over here. If you double click over here, all the field from the Mara, it will take the reference. It will take the same structure as there in the Mara table. Okay, and you can see this is the initial value is populating, like P7 decimal 3 is there, right? So for the P7, this 10 is coming, and that for the decimal 3 is coming. So yes, yesterday we have discussed the initial value. So due to that only, for the numeric character, you can see 18 is there, so automatically 18 is coming over here. It's blank actually, it's blank, but just it's taking the initial value. Okay, initial value, whatever 0 you are able to see, this is the initial value. For the character, it is a space, that's why it's blank over here. For character, you know, the initial value is blank, that's why wherever the character will be there, it is, you know, you can see C, that's why it's a initial. Just go back and you can see this W underscore Mara is nothing but your work area, you know. So wherever you see this structure, that means simply understand work area, and it can hold a single record. Okay, and if you press F6, it will get one record for this 64 from this Mara table, and it will put into this W underscore Mara. You double click over here and you can see the single material number, ERSTA, ERNM, LEDA, whatever the fields, there are a lot of many fields are there in this Mara table, and all these fields has come into this particular work area. So this is how you can get the data from the Mara table into the work area. Okay, fine. Now this is one way of declaring the, you know, work area. But suppose if we're going to fetch only 3 fields from the Mara table: material number, material type, and MBRSH. Only 3 fields. Okay, what I'm trying to tell over here, just remove the selection. I don't want to see all this field. I want to see only material. I want to see material type. I want to see MBRSH. Press F8, and I want to see only these 3 fields. In program also, I want to do the manipulation only with 3 fields only. Means I'm going to use only 3 fields in the program. So what I will do, that with 3 fields, either you can create a global structure, right, in SE11, or else you know that that structure is going to be used only once in your program. So why to create globally, right? Because that will take permanently your memory, right? Whatever globally you are going to create, that will be permanently there, and that is going to take the memory. So why not to like use and throw, right? In the program itself you will create the structure, and we have already created the structure, right? Material number, material type, industry sector. With these 3 fields I have already created the structure, right? So what I will do, I will create the work area with reference of this structure. Copy this one and paste it over here. I'm just going to change the name of the work area, because the name of the structure I have keep dy underscore demo 3. So just for my convenient, it's a general practice, just name should be in the sync, like, so it will be, you know, if you are going to read this w underscore demo 3, you will, by the name reading itself, you will be able to understand that, you know, this work area is nothing but its type is from ty underscore demo 3, because the last demo 3 and demo 3 is same. So like that we generally keep, you know. Okay, just save it. And now, you know, this w underscore demo 3, I'm going to, you know, fetch only 3 fields. Okay, so select, you know, which 3 fields is there: matnr, mtart, right, mtart, and mbrsh. Okay, so these 3 fields, if you go and check, these are the 3 fields is there: material, material type, industry sector. Now you might be thinking here it's coming material, material type, and industry sector. I'm writing MATNR, MTART, MBRSHY. Actually, we have to use the technical field name. So this you can see the technical field name, and this is just a description. Okay, so system understands the technical field name. System does not understand the system does not understand the description. That's why I'm using the technical field name MATNR, MTART, MBRSH. Okay, come over here, and what we will do from Mara, can you please mute from your side if you don't have any question? Hello, any question you have?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
Pankaj. Rami
yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every database table name itself is a structure.
Yes, yes, yes. Itself that will be have like a structure. Okay.
Okay. How
Yeah.
can we differentiate whether it is a database table as well as structure, or it is only a structure?
You can double click on that, or what you can do, you can copy that particular object and you can go to SE11. Okay, and you can put into the table name and paste it over there. For example, it's Mara. Okay, so you can just paste it over there, click on this display button. Here you will see that it will tell you it's a table. If it is a table, it will tell you table. If it is a structure, it will tell you a structure. Okay, here it will be
Yeah,
written.
got it. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Let's come over here in the program. Please mute from your side if you don't have any question. Okay, someone is not on mute. I'm just muting. Just a second. Yeah, Adhiraj, can you please mute from your side? Okay, fine. I've just muted him. I think he's not there. Fine. So what I will do that select MATNR, MTART, MBRSS from Mara into the WA underscore demo 3, right? So here W underscore demo 3, right? And this where condition, because the single, in this case also I'm going to use the single. So here also select single you can use. Okay, select single matner mtart mbrss from Mara into W underscore demo 3. So this demo 3 is now you will be having only 3 fields, right? So it's just going to take the 3 fields and going to put into this work area W underscore demo 3, right, where matner equal to this one. And you can see the sequence of the fields should be same, right? Here it's a matner. So what it will do, I'm selecting matner. So matner, it will select and put into this matner. MTART in this MTART, MBRSS in this MBRSS. So sequence should be same. If we're going to put this different sequence, the data you will not get in the proper way, or maybe it can give you, if data is incompatible, it will give you the dump also. Okay, it will give you the dump also. So that you will have to take care. So in same sequence, you will have to select the data. So check the syntax and activate this one. Put the breakpoint once again. So by just clicking over here also you can put the breakpoint. Okay, this is also one way. Either you can put the cursor and click over here, or simply you can click on this, very left hand side. You are having some space there, you can click, you will get the breakpoint over there. So please do practice. By just if I'm simply telling to you, you will not be able to understand until and unless you are going to practice, until and unless. So today I will give you some assignment as well. Okay, so please do the practice, and I will give you some timeline to complete the assignment, and you will have to send on my WhatsApp once you complete the assignment. Okay, you must have to complete the assignment, at least who is fresher over there. Okay, for fresher it's mandatory to complete the assignment. So now what you will have, the select single star from Mara into W underscore Mara. And in this W underscore Mara, you can see currently there is nothing. All the fields it will come. So all the field in w underscore Mara, it's coming, right? Now I will show you these three fields. Like these three fields from Mara will come into this w underscore demo 3. If you see this w underscore demo 3, currently it is having only three fields, right? Because three fields only we have defined in that reference structure. And press F6 and you can see only the three value got populated over here: material number, MTAT and MBRSH. And this, if you want, I can use in my program. Okay, this if you want, I can use in my program. So now what I will do, this you understood how to create the structure with the help of the global variable global table or structure, right? You can give the reference of global table or a structure, both is fine, both, because table definition will be have like a structure. This is the local structure I have shown you over here. This is the local structure, right? So now let us see how we can define the internal table. Okay, how we can define the internal table. So to define the internal table, what you can do, again you will have to use the syntax like the keyword data only, because data internal table is also a variable only which is going to hold the multiple records in one go. Okay, a structure, that means this work area is going to hold a single record at in one go, single record only it will hold. And the internal table, if you are having the internal table, then it is going to store the multiple records. It is going to hold the multiple records. That means, I will show you the use case. For example, if we are going to here, what you have used here, you have used the select single, right? If we are going to get not the single, all the value, for example, select a star from Mara into table, you want to this is not nothing, no where condition. You are going to get all the data from the Mara table and you are going to put you are just going to get all the data. Select a star from Mara. That means all the data from Mara table you are going to fetch. Okay, not a single record, right? So where you will put, you will require again some holder, some container. So that container or holder is known as the internal table. That's why you can see I'm putting over here into table. Right here you can see I have not put any into table or something like that. If you don't put into table, that means you are going to use the work area. But if I'm going to put the into table over here, system will expect to give the internal table over here. If you give the work area, it will give you the error. For example, if I'm going to give the work area w underscore Mara, which I have already used, if you check the syntax, it will tell w underscore Mara is not an internal table. Why you are giving? System is asking to me. I have used over here table, okay, because the purpose is that I'm going to select all the data, so here I have to use the internal table it underscore Mara maybe. Okay, so but simply by giving it underscore Mara, system will not understand. Okay, so you'll have to define this it underscore Mara. It underscore Mara type table of, okay, this is the syntax to define the internal table. It underscore Mara type table of a structure you can give. If we're going to give the if you're going to use type table of, then you must have to give the structure over here. Okay, another way is also to define the internal table, that is you can give this internal table name type, and directly here you can give the table type. Okay, directly you can give over here the table type. So if we're going to give the table type over here, you don't have to write here type table of. Table of clause is not required, because directly we're giving the table type itself. Okay, so type is sufficient. Okay, so I don't have any type created, you know, with Mara as a line type maybe, or you can search over here /OSE11, you can go and I think someone has created this JTT underscore Mara. Let me check. Yeah, you can see the line type is Mara over here, right? That means this is a table type. You can see it is also showing that it is a table type. Name of the table type is this. The line type is Mara. That means this table, this Mara means complete Mara is coming over here. So this table type, you can take the reference directly over here, you know. So directly over here, you can take the reference, okay, control V. So now this will become your internal table, or what you can do, IT underscore Mara type table of Mara you can give over here. Mara you can give over here. This is also the same, both is same, okay. IT underscore Mara, here whatever will be cleared, and here whatever both will be have same. So any one of these you will keep, okay, any one of this you will keep, or maybe you can change the name. Here I'm just going to give one, okay, and here the simple, but both is, you know, both internal table is capable to get the data from Mara and put into this, you know, internal table. So one select query, maybe I will write this one, and another I will keep it IT underscore Mara 1. IT underscore Mara 1, I'm putting all the star, and I have defined this one using the table type, right? And the first one I have defined using this structure, right? Both will work fine. Just I will show you, check the syntax, there is no error, right? Activate this one and just put the breakpoint over here, press F8 and press F5, you can see, and IT underscore Mara, you can see 2573 records is there in IT underscore Mara, right? If you double click over here, you can see all the data has come over here from that table, right? In work area, if you would have observed, there was only single record, right? But here you are having multiple record. Again, if you press F5 in IT underscore Mara 1, how many records will come? Any one of you can tell me? In IT underscore Mara 1, how many records will come? Any one of you?
2573, sir.
Yeah, same number of record.
Yes.
Yes, good. So good. So IT underscore Mara 1, if you double click over here, you know, and if I press F5, currently it is not executed. If I press, same number of record is coming, because both the internal table is same, you know, just way of declaration is different. Way of declaration is different. Okay. So that's how, you know, you can define the internal table. Okay. Once you define the internal table, you know, once you are ready with the internal table, what you can do, with the help of internal table also you can define the work area. Okay, this is the third way of defining the work area. Okay, so maybe W underscore Mara 2 I'm just going to define. You can see here, this is W underscore Mara type Mara, right? Directly I'm defining. So same W underscore Mara can be defined, you know, like line of this internal table or this internal table, any internal table, both internal table is same, right? So this also, you know, this work area underscore Mara is also valid. Okay, this W underscore Mara is also valid, and it is having the same impact as whatever you have written over here. Means if you do like this, or first you declare the internal table, type table of Mara, and then with reference of internal table, you can also define this a work area. This is also one way how you can do. Okay, so just I'm showing this one. You know, maybe you can change the name over here, because two variable with the same name you cannot declare two times. You can see if I check the syntax, it will tell WA underscore Mara was already declared. Why you are trying to declare once again? So you can change the name. Okay, I'm just giving one. Okay, so it's fine, but the both is same. Okay, activate this one. This is one way. So this is overall, you know, this is overall like how you can declare the a work area, how you can declare the internal table. Okay, how you can so internal table locally also you can declare, right? So maybe data you can write and it underscore local mara type. So suppose if you want to get only 3 fields, right? Suppose if you want to get only 3 fields. So local structure I have already defined with these 3 fields, right? So what I will do, first I will copy so that I will be able to show you in a better way. Control V. So already I have defined this structure. So with reference of this structure, you can locally create one internal table over here. it underscore local underscore mara type table of ty underscore demo3. So this is your structure, right? So directly you can create this internal table. Okay. Another way of creating the internal table I have already told you. By this is the internal table name, type, and the table type you can give over here, the table type. So let me define this table type over here. So data types, to define the table type, types tt underscore demo 3 type table of ty underscore demo3 So this became now my table type, and with the difference of this table type I can create this internal table as well. Okay, so I'm just marking it one, both is same. Okay, and I will get the data. So select Matner, then mtart, then mbrsh from mara into table it underscore local underscore mara, control D, and just I can keep it one. Both will work. Both will work. The only way of declaration is different. Okay, so check the syntax. Some error is there. Let us see what is there. Ty demo3 is unknown, but okay, so it is telling ty demo3 is unknown. Why it's unknown? Because there is no demo3, right? There is no demo3. So just I'm going to comment this one. Okay, actually before declaration I have cut from there and paste it over here. That's why such problem is there. So just you can comment as of now. Check this. So here also it will. Okay, let me do one thing. ty demo3 Matner. I will copy this one and I will paste it over here. Okay, because the sequence will be interrupted, and if again you are going to refer this one, you will not be able to understand. So what I will do, I will mark it 4 over here and 4, and instead of doing this, I will mark it 4 everywhere. I will keep this 4. Okay, now it will not give you any error. Okay, some problem is there. 3 4 it has been. Check the syntax and now it's fine. Okay, so this one I have just declared one structure, and then I have defined one table type, and then I have defined one internal table. Okay, this is how you can activate this one. Put the breakpoint over here and do one more control D so that I can show you from our end. Both is same. Okay, press F8 and you can see that it underscore local mara is having 25730 73 record, but with 3 fields only, right? Because 3 only I have selected this time, and this internal table is having only 3 fields, right? Because I'm taking the reference of ty demo 4, right? And here tt demo 4. This is the table type, right? So with the reference of table type also I have declared this internal table. Press F6 and you can say this is also, both is fine, both is working in the same way. So this is how, this is very important class. You must have to understand this class in order to have the good command over the report, because many people get confused, how to declare, because many types of way of declaration is there. So you must have to practice this one. Please do the practice, so that because in the next class onwards, I'm not going to put more focus on all these things. I will just go ahead and I will simply use, based upon my convenient, I will start using declaration, and I'm I'm going to use that one. Okay, so please understand this concept, how to declare. Declaration is very important. Okay, this is very important. If you understand, if you understood well how to declare the work area in a different way, internal table in a different way, how to define the types, lot of work in the coming classes is going to be very easy. Okay, so just understand how you can do at least one way or two way. You should be you should know, so that you can use in your program. At least one way you should know how to use this one. Okay, so with this we are going to stop over here, and tomorrow we will see the character operation. Okay, the string operation. So tomorrow we are going to see the character operation, a string operation. Okay, so in a string operation we are having concatenate, replace, split, all these different type of string operation. Okay, and again we are having, in the character operation we are having a different type of uh, under the character operation also we are having the different type of, like CO, CA, contains only, of, contains any, from. So these things we are going to see. I will give you some assignment, and within the time limit you will have to complete the assignment. Okay, so the first assignment is going to be from the data dictionary. Yeah.
Hello, Pankaj.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Srinivas, please go ahead. Yeah.
Please, you are not. What is the type of? What is the difference between type table of? What is the between standard table of? Types of internal table is there? No.
Yeah, that we will see. That we are going to see under the types of table. Okay. So
Okay.
there are three
Types of
types
internal
of
tables.
table. Yeah,
Yes.
types of it
Standard
that
hash
we are
and
going to see.
short.
Right. So type table of, sorted table of, and hash table of. All these three
Yes.
we are going to discuss in detail. Okay.
Okay.
All these three we are going to discuss in the detail. That is part of our course. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, step by step we will go, so that means so first I will show you some string operation, concatenation. It's easy actually. A string operation, concatenation, all these things is easy. So
Okay.
you people will feel little interesting, and then again we will come for these types
Okay.
of standard tables, so that that again it will become little theoretical, little conceptual, so that's why we will keep that one a later point of time. And tomorrow there is no class, and the new meeting link I will be sending to you. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, the new meeting link I will be sending to you. So maybe you can just everyone give once again your, just I would request you to send your email ID once again over here. Just put your email ID over here, so that I will send you the new link. Maybe by today or tomorrow I will be sending you the new link. Okay. And
Tomorrow there is no
one,
class, Pankaj.
yeah, no, tomorrow there is no class. Again on Monday we'll be having class 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Okay, like that,
Okay.
7:30. Yeah, so Saturday and Sunday is holiday. And ABAP on HANA, if someone, I think you some of you are interested in ABAP on HANA, so tomorrow class, that tomorrow class can be joined for ABAP on HANA. Okay. And just one thing over here, like I'm just quickly going to give you the assignment. Please do this assignment. I have prepared, by putting a lot of effort this assignment. So the what you have to create some table. For example, you can create the student table, profile table, course table, So some data I'm going to share with you. So these are the name of the table. You can see under the table name I have written this name of the table. Okay, and this is the description of the table. So please create at least 3 table from this. At least 3 table please create. Okay, and then what you will do, and that here the name of the table here, for example, the teacher table. So how to, what is the field for that teacher table is there. So here I have written the field of the teacher table, which package you will have to choose, what delivery class you will have to choose, what is the table maintenance you will have to choose. So all this detail is here. I will share this Excel sheet with you. And here again the room table you are having. Okay, and here I will create some foreign key relationship, how the one table is connected with the another table, and maybe by today evening or tomorrow evening I will share you this Excel sheet with you. Just and I will give you some 1 week or maybe 2 week of time to complete this assignment. Okay, so I will share you. So what you will do, what you can do, that you have to first create the table, student table, profile table, and table, teacher table. Okay, so at least 3 or 4 table you create, and you have to create the relationship between, for example, teacher and a student, right? So uh, uh, like foreign key relationship, like to establish the check table relationship, so that you will be understand, that you will be able to understand with the help of this diagram, how the relationship you will have to maintain, how the check table you will have to maintain. I will put the diagram over here in order to make you understand. And in the same way you will have to create the relationship. Also you will have to create a search help. Okay, for example, suppose uh, if you want to search the student from the student table, because in student, or for example if you're having the teacher table right over here, so from, suppose if you want to search the teacher first name, based upon the teacher first name, if you want to search the teacher ID, right? So that based upon the first name you can create the search help. So search help related description I will give you in the coming classes. Just as of now, what you will do, you will create at least some 4 table. If you are going to create all the table, it will be very very good. For the fresher I will recommend highly to create all the table. Okay, and what you will do, create all the table description, it will be given over here. I'm going to prepare another description as well, like for the teacher I have prepared. Similarly for the profile, course, class, all these things I will prepare, and by today evening or tomorrow evening, maybe by tomorrow evening, maybe it will take some time to prepare for me. Okay, and I will share with you. Okay, once you create all the table, by looking into this diagram, you have to create the check table relationship between them. Okay, once you create the check table relationship between them, after that I will share you the information, what are the search help you will have to apply. In the same Excel sheet I will prepare one more tab, and I will let you know what is the search help you will have to create, and what is the field you will have to mention over there. So that also most of the data will be there. Just you will have to go into SE11, and from there you can create the search help. Okay, so those who have already attended the class, it will be easy for you to create. If you face any doubt, go through the videos or come to me directly. I will help you. So by tomorrow evening I'm going to share you all this detail. You will be given 2 weeks of time to complete all these assignment, including search help and everything. Okay, within 2 weeks please submit this assignment. Okay, after that, for the report part, once I'm going to complete the report, again I'm going to give the assignment for the report. In meanwhile, please complete this one. Okay, please complete this one and submit to me. Okay, so maximum 15 days. If you can complete in 7 days, that will be good. Okay, fine then. With this, let me stop the recording.